Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we are looking at the theme to Pink Panther by Henry Mancini. Great little theme song to play on guitar. You can play around with effects. It's another one of those kind of like what we did in the Bond theme where you can decide what you want to play, you know, listen to the original recording and kind of generate your own cover of it. Deciding where you want to place riffs. This was actually one of my favorite cartoons when I was growing up and had forgotten about it to this point because I haven't seen it in so long, but those cartoons are hilarious. So I'm just going to go through each riff here and then we'll do a little, you know, put it all together in some shape or form at the end, similar to what I did in the intro. Okay, so we start out with this little 3-note chord. Kind of an odd shape for the hand, but I'm on string 1, fret 12, string 2, fret 11, and string 3, fret 14. I'm using my middle finger there, finger 2, finger 1, and finger 4. If I were to label this anything, I'd call it like E flat 5 at 11, something like that. But anyways, cool little mischievous sounding chord, which is very appropriate for this theme song. And then we never really come back to that. Then we jump to strings 6 and 5 with a bar with finger 1. I'm going to press those two strings down with one finger and I'm going to hit fret 4 and slide into fret 5. And then same thing from 6 to 7. And then pluck string 6 fret 7 and string 6 open. Something very similar but with a power chord shape here. I'm on 6 and 8 and I'm going to pluck or strum and then slide down to 5-7, and then same thing here, 4-6 to 3-5. Hop this index finger over to string 6 fret 3 and then string 5 fret 3. And then reverse the process. I'm going to start 4 to 6 here, or 4 and 6. Slide into 5-7, and then 6-8, slide into 7-9. And that would be kind of the end of the intro right there, and we get into the main riff. So just to recap that, funky little chord there. Repeat that. Then 6 and 8 here. Letting that ring. String 6 fret 3. String 5 fret 3. Go up a half step here. 4 to 6 or 4 and 6. That is that. All right, now we jump into the main theme. String 4, 1 to 2. I'm going to do a hammer on. And then 4 to 5 on the same string, I'm going to use fingers 2 and 3. I'm going to repeat that. String 2 fret 1, pull off to open string 2. String 4 fret 2, string 3 open, string 2 open. And I can leave this finger in place because I want to grab this little shape right here. That is string 5 fret 3 with finger 3, string 4 fret 2 with finger 2, and string 3 fret 3 with finger 4. Blech. String 3 fret 2, pull off to open, and then string 4 fret 2, pull off to open and hammer back on. Actually, don't hammer back on, pick it. That was on strings 3 and 4, so all of that without me talking. to start that all over. So here's where it changes. I did string 4 fret 2, string 3 open, and then string 2 fret 5, and string 2 fret 4. So that was. Then the same riff that we played initially, the main theme, comes again. And just keep watching my fingers so you know which ones I'm using. Okay, then we jump back to that little intro riff with the finger 1 bar here. Strings 6 and 5, fret 4 to 5 slide in, 6 to 7 slide in. Then this little pentatonic riff here, open string 1, string 2 fret 3, string 2 open, string 3 fret 2, string 3 open, string 4 fret 2, and then a little grace note pull off. How many times is it? 4 times from fret 3 to 2, right there on string 3. So grace note just means really, really snappy, really quick. It doesn't really take any true value of time. It's kind of a sound effect, right? And then open string 3, string 4 fret 2, pull off to string 4 open, and string 4 fret 2 again. Twice there. So that whole thing. So that ends our main theme there. We're going to jump into the second section. So it's going to be starting on string 4, fret 4, fret 5. I'm going to use fingers 1 and 2. And then fret 7 to 8 with fingers 2 and 3. Jump to string 3, fret 6 and 7. String 2, fret 6. I'm going to slide down here into second position, string 2 fret 4 with finger 3, fret 2, and then string 3 fret 3. Then this is can be a tricky little part if you're not familiar with or not comfortable with pull-offs yet. Just really small movements. Open string 3, string 3 fret 3, and then double pull off. So pick, open, pick 3, hammer on to 5, pull off to 3, pull off to open, and then 2 open. That's all on the same string. Small movements. Stay very controlled. Then a very similar riff, but with different notes. String 3 fret 3, string 2 fret 2 and 4, back to string 3 fret 3, string 2 fret 1, string 3 fret 3. Again, that was hammer on string 2 and 4, string 3 fret 3, string 2 fret 1, string 3 fret 3, string 4 fret jumps into string 2 fret 3, string 1 fret 1, 3 3 3 3 1 1, and then string 2 fret 3 and 1, pull off, string 3 fret 3, string 4 fret 4, and string 4 fret 5. Let me play all of that and then I'll come back and finish off the rest of this. So, nice and slow here. See if I can get most of my fingers out of the way so you can see clearly what I'm doing. Open string 3. All on string 3 there. String 2 fret 3, string 1 fret 1, pull off from 3 to 1, string 3 fret 3 and fret 4 and 5 on string 4. Then we have this cool little blues riff. String 4 fret 5, string 3 fret 1, string 3 fret 3, string 3 fret 5, and string 2 fret 3, string 3 fret 6, slide into 5, string 3 fret 3, string 4 fret 5, string 3 fret 3. Okay, string 4 fret 5 again, string 3 fret 3, string 3 fret 5, string 3 fret 6, 5 3, string 4 fret 5, string 4 fret 3, string 5 fret 5, string 5 fret, string 4 fret 5, string 3 fret 3, string 4 fret 4, string 3 fret 2, string 4 fret 5. I think that covers everything. I'm going to go back over that here in a second. Yeah, that's everything. So that whole thing, well, I'll go over the little blues riff and then I'll put it all together. Use a little slide there. And here again. The only other thing that you would have to add, of course you're going to come back to the main theme. You'll hear in the recording, the audio, that they go into solos just like big band jazz groups will. And then the main theme comes back. Very typical. The very, very end, however you decide to piece it together, open string 2, and then string 2 fret 5. So that would go with the main theme, just a couple notes to add on there. Okay, I'm going to do that whole second section, nice and slow. full run through basically of what I played at the beginning, but I'll just slow it down. Another thing I want to say is you can certainly watch my finger choices, but make your own finger choices. You know, that's a big part of playing guitar, making a decision about what you're going to do with that left hand. All right, all the way through, same thing as we did at the beginning with the demo, just slower. There you go, guys. Let me just go ahead and do a quick run through of the ending that I was talking about earlier with the open second string and string 2 fret 5, just so you know what that sounds like. So it's the main riff. No new material there. Now we're going to repeat that riff one more time, and then our open second string and 5th fret of the second string, and that's how you can end it. So, like I said, choose how you want to put it together. Make decisions about fingerings, and you know, I've been happy to have any discussions about what we're outlining here, but you know, I don't want to make it a theory lesson for this video, but I'd be happy to answer questions about that. How to get familiar with some of these shapes. There's some pentatonic scales in there, some very commonly used chords like E minor and C7, but they're just kind of broken down because it's all in a riff instead of like strumming. But cool little piece to play solo on electric guitar. Have fun with that one, and see you in the next video. Thanks.